Jake, that's not a ghost, Jake. Quit. That's my pillow. Jake, no, that's not ectoplasm. Ugh. Okay, good. Good morning, everybody. It's kind of sad too, when you go back and watch all these, TV series, that started out honest, somewhat honest, and just went totally down the hole. It's like, so you're getting paranormal activity in, everyone's underwear closet now, and it's like, it's not that, I don't believe there are things beyond what we can understand. It's just when you start having occurrences at every single location. The one I used to love laughing to was Most Haunted. Oh my God, that was a laugh fest. Oh, look, see, look, there was a shadow person. Yeah, too bad it didn't just. Yeah, too bad it was never captured on any of the many cameras we have in this place right now. Especially the one that's pointing right at my head and not. Yeah, no, now we're going to point at the area where it moved after it's long gone. Yeah, oh well. Sorry about that. I had to. But yeah, it's Thursday. We're not long to go now. And of course, the rumors are still flying faster, than anyone could shoot them down. Um, of course, one of the latest ones that's floating around is that Billy Piper is going to be the new incarnation of the Doctor. And there's also another one flying around that, such and such, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and um, my cereal's going to start singing the Dugadoo song. It's just crazy. Yeah, I saw the link up for that. Yeah, the Dugadoo song. I'm like, and now it gets stuck in your head. It's like an earworm, It's like, well, they're going to probably have him turn out to be like, Ronnie's going to turn out to be Susan's mom or some shit because, I just, I get a little worried now when RTD tackles anything to do with the Doctor's past because look at the great job he did with Sutek. Uh, yeah, it's like, Omega. Yeah, I was really worried. Yeah, if they, I heard Omega's going to get a mention, but whether or not Omega appears or not, no one knows. But Omega's a whole nother kettle of fish owned by some other people. Um, I know it's scary, ain't it? Someone actually got something right. You watch me when I sleep. Who are Santa? That always worried me about Santa Claus. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Sounds to me like Santa's a creepy little peeping Tom or some shit. But oh well. I know, that's what I'm worried about also is the magic reset button. That's another thing I can't stand in episodes. Well, it all didn't really happen because it was a time, what do you call it? I just reset it. It was fine. Uh, Yeah, the bi-generation thing. No, I can't let that pass. That was just idiotic. Oh yeah, that scene. Yeah, I saw that clip right there, and I'm like, yeah, I've seen some clips. I've seen some pictures. I also have an eerie feeling they're going to try to rewrite the end of Legend of Ruby Sunday to make it significant. I've seen something hinting towards that. And yeah, and then the double down on the bi-generation thing with the Ronnie, and I'm like I said, I'm just a wee bit worried he's not going to pay off on this one, but I'm not sure what time it is on my end. Some people say I'm in multiple time zones. No. But the good news is, no, we are not working Saturday this week. This is Memorial Day weekend. Like I said, you get locked into a schedule so hardcore, it literally burns into your brain. And, well, we do know Susan Triad's on the cast list, I believe, for that one. Is it going to turn out Susan Triad's like, actually Susan Foreman? And it's like, yeah, I want an explanation for why, Susan decided, leave the 22nd century and come back to the 21st and blah, blah, blah. Who knows? Yeah, and why are we dragging back Rose Noble? I keep hearing that too. And I'm like, why? The character was so useless it made me want to cry. It just seemed like to me, the character was a waste of screen time. They didn't really, the character did not really participate or bring anything to the table. It was just like, here's my participation trophy. And I'm like, I love how he's trying to say bi-generation is going to be the new norm. No, the hardcore fans will never accept it. But then again, they wouldn't accept 13th Doctor. They would accept. Here's the thing. I think Billie Piper has come a long way as an actress. I've seen her do some other things. But remember what happened last time the Doctor became a blonde-haired woman? Dun, dun, dun. Everybody went apeshit. Well, here's the thing. I don't mind Michelle Gomez popping back up and all that, but there was also a lot of other people at the premiere who haven't shown up as yet. Like, what is, Martha Jones's mom going to bring to the table? See what I mean? There was a lot of people at the premiere. And I think a lot of assumptions are being made because Joe Martin, of course, wound up appearing for a few minutes, for that one scene. And well, there's not much going on the planet Baldus. Things have been kind of quiet there. Well, Jenna's busy, taking care of a kid right now. Or having nannies do it, whatever her flavor is. Now, wouldn't that be some shit if Anjoa Ndoa, I'm probably just slaughtered her name, it turns out to be, the way you call it, the last part of the unholy trinity. That would be hilarious. Hmm. So what was Trump doing yesterday? I don't know. I don't really watch the news. I've, like I said, the only TV we have in our house is on, what do you call it? It streams. We don't really watch news. We don't really watch any of that. The only news I see is whatever news clip pops up on YouTube. I really don't, because mainstream news is a joke. Mainstream news is nothing more than a bunch of garbage they throw at you. 9/10 of it's propaganda. Well, Jody does have kids. We don't know. Like I said, it could be anything. Of course, me and Millie have a relationship. We've made knuckle children together. Sorry, I couldn't resist. She just doesn't know about it. Fallout 76, I'm doing all right, but I'm getting bored with it. The problem is a lot of the bigger events are team oriented, and I don't like playing on teams. As far as online games go, I wasn't a big fan of Fallout 76 being an online game in the first place, and a lot of the bigger stuff, if you're going in solo, you're going to get whacked a couple times in the process. And plus, even with my character being over level 400, I got killed last night by this weird, massive, mutated Deathclaw. And okay, that just made absolutely no sense. Okay. Because Grandpa, unlike you, Mr. Lumen, has a job. Because he has a house. We have bills to pay. Yeah, I am following Verada on Instagram. And yeah, she does some interesting photos. Grant can have Millie when she's finished in my bathtub. What's she doing? Laying down some new tiles? Made it sound like she's in there, putting in some, caulking the bathtub and, putting in some new tile work and maybe a new shower, a new, shower screen and stuff like that, shower curtain. Yeah, you can have Millie as soon as I'm done with her in the bedroom. We got 4 walls to paint and some new furniture, and someone's got to help me get that mattress in there. And Mike Rowe can narrate it like I think, or was it Tim Rowe? I can't remember that guy's name. He does a lot of voice work. He did Dirtiest Jobs or whatever. Oh, well, I just looked at the time and I'm going to get my butt out of here. Either way, we're looking forward to Saturday. Let's see what, the first part of the conclusion of this series is going to throw at us. Hopefully no more talking about by generation. No more of that crap. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. And hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.